Are cutting into regularly scheduled program because of a tornado warning that has just been issued by the National Weather Service in San Angelo for portions of Sterling, Erie, and Tom Green County. This has been confirmed by storm chasers in the field in southern portions of Sterling County. So if you live in southern portions of Sterling County, if you know folks who live in southern portions of that county, northern portions of Erie County, and far northwestern Tom Green County, west of the city of San Angelo, I want you to be in that safe room. That is the lowest floor away from windows. You want to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Taking a look at the winds inside of the thunderstorm, right where that green and red are touching each other, right where the border is between Erie and Tom Green County, just to the south of Sterling County. That is where the tornado has been confirmed. The green is winds going towards the radar. The red is winds going away from the radar. Right where they are touching, that is where that rotation is. The rotation is tracking off to the northeast. Right now, Sterling City not currently included in the tornado warning. If you live in southern portions of Sterling County, though, need you to be in that safe room. Right now, the National Weather Service does have this thunderstorm warned until 4:45 in the afternoon. It's 23 miles west of Arden, moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. So it's a relatively slow-moving thunderstorm. That's good news. It'll give folks plenty of time to move. Here are some roads that'll give you an idea of approximately where it is: near County Road 127P, near Private Road 126 South. Here's Highway 67. The rotation is just to the west of Highway 163 as it goes from Erie County up into Sterling County. That's where the rotation is. Zooming out and giving timing for this thunderstorm, it's moving northeast. It's west of Arden, west of the community of Arden. Arden, you are included in this tornado warning. If you live in the community of Arden, want you to be in that safe room. And Desmond, Brandon, if y'all wouldn't mind paying attention to social media, seeing if there are any reports that come through of damage. It's right here, just to the west of Highway 63, right where the green and red are touching each other. That's why we're interrupting regularly scheduled programming. If you live in this area, if you know any folks who live in far northwestern Tom Green County, far southern Sterling County, near the community of Arden, now is the time to take action. Now is the time to get to your safe room. It has been confirmed by spotters. It's near the community of Arden. Giving a storm track on the thunderstorm, it's moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. That is the latest from the National Weather Service. Moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. Zooming out to give kind of a broader view, we're talking northwestern Tom Green County, far southern Sterling County, near the community of Arden. The rotation is moving off to the east-northeast. It'll be near Alvey Coal Ranch at 4:40 in the afternoon. So if that sounds familiar to you, Alvey Coal Ranch, I want you to be in your safe room. The tornado warning is in effect until 4:45 in the afternoon. We'll continue to stick with it. We'll continue to monitor this potential thunderstorm. And you'll also notice to the west of that main circulation might have a little bit of a weaker circulation that sometimes happens with these thunderstorms. You'll have multiple different areas of rotation ongoing. So anywhere you live in this red polygon, southern Sterling County, it's south of the community of Sterling City. It is eventually going to move off to the east-northeast. The other potential impact with this thunderstorm is hail. Earlier, this thunderstorm was warned for potentially up to tennis ball sized hail. It does look like the hail size has decreased. Right now, the radar is estimating some of that hail size potentially up to marble size. So marbles come in a variety of sizes, potentially up to an inch and a half diameter. That's what the National Weather Service has warned this thunderstorm for. So multiple impacts, multiple threats ongoing with this tornado-warned thunderstorm over portions of Sterling County. Desmond, can we briefly pull up the San Angelo Sky Tracker? I want to see if we can see anything in San Angelo. This is pointed off towards the west, and you can see a little bit of clearing in the skies. Can't see anything in the city of San Angelo. It is quite far from San Angelo. We're currently not included in that tornado warning. We are keeping a very close eye on it. It's been confirmed by a train spotter. It's 20 miles south of Sterling City. If we can go back to the radar, we can estimate about how far it is by measuring the distance between Sterling City and the potential tornado on the ground. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here with our weather graphics. I do apologize for that, folks. But measuring it from southern Sterling County near Erie County to Sterling City, it is roughly 20 miles away. So south of Sterling City, I really want you to take this seriously, and it looks like that secondary area of rotation might be strengthening a little bit. We can sample from the radar about roughly how strong those winds are right now. It's near Private Road 126 South near County Road 117. That's a private road. County Road 126. Giving you a very zoomed in picture. If any of these roads, any of these communities sound familiar to you, I want you to be in the lowest floor, away from windows. I want you to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Everywhere in this red shaded polygon. It's the day before Easter Sunday. A lot of folks aren't paying attention to the forecast here at Fox West Texas. We've been talking about that potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, potentially for strong to severe thunderstorms really now through very early Easter Sunday morning. And that's what we're seeing unfold. The most recent weather data may be showing some stronger winds. The rotation is maybe looking a little bit weaker with this most recent radar scan. It's still encouraging news. It's not encouraging enough to cancel the warning. National Weather Service still having that tornado warning in effect. Still, it's been a confirmed tornado, so that's why we're cutting into regularly scheduled programming. We're not just cutting in because we feel like cutting in. It's cutting in because this has been a confirmed tornado in a portion of the Fox West Texas viewing area. It's a powerful thunderstorm in a powerful environment. That's why we're here on air on all our streaming platforms. If you live in this area or you know folks who live in this area, encourage them to watch us on our streaming platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, the Fox West Texas mobile app. You can take it with you into your safe room, and we'll be right here keeping a very, very close eye on this thunderstorm as it tracks through the Fox West Texas viewing area, informing you of all of those weather impacts. And right now we're kind of getting some messy radar data, kind of inconclusive of what exactly is going on in the ground. The radar is kind of sampling the middle portions of the atmosphere. Doesn't necessarily tell us exactly what's going on at the ground. So we still have that tornado warning in effect, that red shaded polygon outside of the community of Broome, outside of the community of Grape Creek as well. It's for northwestern portions of Tom Green County. It does not include the community of Grape Creek. It does not include the community of San Angelo. Really want to emphasize that because those are high population portions of our viewing area. Still though, we have that confirmed tornado on the ground. It looks like now the strongest rotation is moving into southeastern portions of Erie County and might kind of clip this far northwestern portions of Tom Green County again, northwest of the community of Grape Creek. Here's Highway 87. It's southwest of Highway 87. It's still moving off to the east-northeast. It's an impressive thunderstorm, producing a lot of rain. We've already seen thunderstorms over the area. You can see that kind of hook shape extending on the southern end of the thunderstorm. That's where the rotation is ongoing south of Sterling City. And if we zoom in right at that location, that's where we have the rotation ongoing. That's been confirmed by a spotter 20 miles south of the community of Sterling City. And it's been called a very large tornado. It's a dangerous situation ongoing. Really want you to be taking this seriously. Really want you to be in that safe room again. Lowest floor away from windows. It looks like the circulation is kind of trending on the eastern side of that warning. And a powerful thunderstorm being confirmed by spotters right now, being confirmed by people out in the field. And there are numerous photos and videos of tornado. It's about 40 miles northwest of the community of San Angelo. So just a really powerful, it's a very powerful thunderstorm, a heartbreaking situation. Hopefully everyone can stay safe. If you live in this area, need you to take those protective actions. Need you to do what you need you to go to your safe room and need you to go to your safe room, need you to go safe. And the reason why we're covering this thunderstorm, even though it's not impacting the city of San Angelo, is because it's a confirmed tornado over a portion of the Fox West Texas viewing area. It's a very powerful thunderstorm, and it's moving to the east-northeast, eventually impacting portions of Tom Green County. And to sample the winds inside the thunderstorm, the rotation in the thunderstorm is about 75 miles an hour. So really powerful winds associated with the thunderstorm. Tracking off to the east-northeast. It's a slow-moving area of rotation. It's a slow-moving tornado. The reason we're on air giving this information is so you can take that knowledge, knowing that the tornado is moving slowly, and go into your safe room, go wherever you need to go to keep you and your family safe. And you can still see the rotation right here. It's in far southeastern portions of Sterling County, and it's heavy rain and hail also falling with the thunderstorm. And we've already seen rain fall across this portion of our viewing area and specifically over Sterling County. So likely also seeing some flash flooding concerns as well. Remember, you want to turn around, don't drown. And the far southern portion of this warning, that's what we're concerned about with the tornado warning. And if I had to guess, the National Weather Service likely going to extend it into portions of Coke County. Coke County is picking up on rainfall right now in the city of Robert Lee. It is not currently in any sort of warning, no tornado warning, no severe thunderstorm warning. And if we take a second, zoom out, look at the entire Fox West Texas viewing area, we have that one area of thunderstorms that has the tornado warning over Erie and Sterling, Tom Green counties. And that's where we've been seeing the most impactful weather across the area today. We have a cold front draped across the area with cooler air to the north. They're seeing a little bit of some rain across portions of the big country. I might see some thunderstorms later. And this kind of cluster of thunderstorms right on the western side of the Fox West Texas viewing area, just to the west of Sterling City, Sterling County, towards Reagan counties and Big Lake. That's eventually going to track off to the east-northeast right through the Fox West Texas viewing area. So it's going to potentially be a long afternoon. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for primarily a hail threat. Obviously, though, despite the severe thunderstorm watch, it's still possible to see those tornado warnings. That's what we are seeing right now. That's why we have that tornado warning in effect for portions of Erie and Sterling and Tom Green County. It's over open country of southern Sterling County. That's where that rotation is. The green represents wind going towards the radar. Red is wind going away from the radar, that rotation over southern southeastern portions of Sterling County. That's where the tornado is ongoing right now. We haven't heard of any damage yet. Per the National Weather Service, that's certainly some good news. Still though, a powerful tornado regardless, and it is moving off to the east-northeast. And I was talking a second ago about those two areas of rotation. The first area has weakened. The second area is developing now as well. So they're still going to keep that tornado warning in effect at southeastern portions of Sterling County. And it is over a rural portion of our area, but it is a confirmed tornado. It's been a confirmed large tornado over Sterling County, moving over southeastern portions of the area, northern portions of Erie County, northwestern portions of Tom Green County, and Erie County has been removed from the tornado warning by the National Weather Service. That is some good news. Erie County, you are now in the clear. Sterling County and far northwestern Tom Green County, I still want you to be in your tornado safe place. To clarify, this does not include the community of this doesn't include the city of San Angelo. It doesn't include Grape Creek either. It does include far northwestern portions of Tom Green County, and far southern southeastern portions of Sterling County. And we'll watch really closely what that second area of rotation is going to end up doing. The tornado, still a powerful thunderstorm regardless, and new scan of the radar came in. Still some powerful winds, and you can see right here in southeastern Sterling County. These thunderstorms have a tendency to cycle up and down in intensity, so still a powerful area of rotation right here in southeastern Sterling County, south of Sterling City, where the green and red are touching each other. That's indicative of the rotation. The green represents the winds going towards the radar, and red represents the winds going away from the radar. It looks like that rotation is tightening up. So again, far southeastern Sterling County, really want you to be in that safe room. Taking a zooming in on that location, you can see near Private Road 118, County Road 119, and County Road 117 private. That's where it looks like the strongest rotation is ongoing. The rotation, about 93 to 100 miles an hour. That's what the radar is sampling. Whether or not that rotation is making its way to the ground is yet to be seen. It's a powerful thunderstorm regardless, and you'll still want to be in that tornado safe place. The warning is in effect until 4:45 p.m. So for the next 20-25 minutes, I want you to continue to remain in that safe place. It does look like the hook is now less defined in southern Sterling County. That's some encouraging news. Earlier, it was a very classic hook shake. It looked like a fishing hook you would use to go fishing. It doesn't have quite that well-defined of a shape anymore. And heavy rain coming down right now in Sterling City. Maybe some small hail as well. The biggest hail looks to be with the tornado warning, and right now the National Weather Service has it warned, apologies, getting that information right now. Right now, it has it warned for less than quarter-sized hail. So not the largest hail in the world. It's most likely a lot of hail, a lot of small pieces of hail falling out of that thunderstorm. And it doesn't take super big hail in order to cause damage to things like vehicles, things like your roof. So hail is a problem regardless. We're still keeping a very close eye on that thunderstorm in Sterling and Tom Green County. I like the trend I'm seeing on radar data. That tells me the thunderstorm maybe is losing a little bit of its organization. Still though, we have that tornado warning in effect until 4:45 p.m. So for the next 20 to 23 minutes. And a brief funnel cloud has been reported by a storm chaser following this thunderstorm over portions of Sterling County. So currently, it sounds like the thunderstorm may be trying to reorganize a little bit, and you see even that new radar scan showing a little bit of kind of where the southern portion of that thunderstorm is bulging out a little bit. That tells me that maybe there's some strong winds trying to rotate a little bit. So, and we've already seen this thunderstorm had confirmed produced a tornado earlier in the day. Just 20 minutes ago, around 4 p.m. is when that report came through from storm spotters. So it's definitely not a situation you want to take lightly. And that's why we've cut into regularly scheduled programming, because it's a powerful thunderstorm causing damage. And for us at Fox West Texas, the lives of the people of West Texas and how they can be impacted by dangerous thunderstorms like this thunderstorm in southern Sterling County, that's always going to be our #1 priority. That's always going to be my personal goal, and all of us here at Fox West Texas working to keep you and your family safe. Desmond, I'm wondering if we can briefly pull up the San Angelo Sky Tracker. Okay, nothing to see as of this moment. And if you have any reports on social media, please put them on our Facebook page. That helps us keep everyone up to date across West Texas. All right, let's retake radar. Still have a tornado warning in effect for Sterling and Tom Green County. For those of you who are just now joining us, Erie County, the Erie County portion of that tornado warning has been allowed to expire, and now the thunderstorm is far southeastern portions of Sterling County. Zooming in on that thunderstorm, we are still seeing a hook shape with it. We can't see anything on that San Angelo Sky Tracker, so that's some encouraging news. It's also quite far from the city of San Angelo. I'm not expecting it to make any impacts in the community of San Angelo. It is eventually going to track northeastward towards portions of Coke County, and we're still seeing the thunderstorm looking relatively well organized at this point. And right where the green and red are touching each other, that's where we have the rotation ongoing. This is a look at the winds inside the thunderstorm, where you have the green and the red touching each other. Green is winds going towards the radar in San Angelo. Red is winds going away from the radar. Right where they're touching near County Road 119P, southwest of Highway 87, southwest of Private Road 187. Eventually, I do think if the National Weather Service chooses to extend this tornado warning, I think it's likely to include portions of Highway 87. We're talking northwest of the city of San Angelo, far northwestern portions of the Tom Green County. I do believe the National Weather Service is going to continue that tornado warning. We still have about 20 minutes left of this warning. It's 4:26 p.m. We also have several severe thunderstorm warnings going on across Reagan County near Big Lake. If you're watching us from Reagan County, watching us from the community of Big Lake, you're likely hearing some thunder and lightning with that thunderstorm just to the west of you, also just to the north of you, but thankfully nothing severe at the moment. And since we are on streaming platforms, I want to take a second to look at portions of the big country. We're seeing a little bit of some thunderstorm activity in the big country. Again, nothing severe. We have that little storm near Robert Lee. That in Coke County is currently not under a warning, and it appears that Tom Green County has been trimmed from the tornado warning. Tornado warning now only includes portions of Sterling County, it appears. And that tornado warning is in effect until 4:45 p.m. So Tom Green County, you are no longer included in that tornado warning. And seeing pictures on social media now of that tornado warning, the confirmed tornado in southern Sterling County, and it is what the tornado that did touch down earlier, quite impressive, and that rotation still ongoing. Not seeing the confirmation from spotters like we were earlier, but it's powerful regardless. So now Sterling County is the only county in our viewing area under a tornado warning. And we have roughly 15 minutes left until that tornado warning expires in southern Sterling County. So if you live south of the community of Sterling City, southeastern portions of Sterling County, I really need you to be in that safe room. That's the lowest floor. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hopefully we've been on here tracking this thunderstorm for the past half hour or so. Hopefully folks in southeastern Sterling County have heard the message and are avoiding the thunder, and hopefully are doing what needs to be done, hopefully in the safe room. And zooming in a little bit on southeastern Sterling County. Here is Highway 163. It goes from north to south across Sterling County, and right now it looks like the most intense part of the thunderstorm where the rotation is ongoing is kind of between Highway 183 and Highway 87 in Sterling County. Right where you're seeing that little hook shape, that's where likely we have rotation ongoing with this thunderstorm. And even if it's not producing a tornado at this moment, it's likely producing some straight line gusty winds. And with those gusty winds, they can also cause damage like tornadoes. That's why we stick with the tornado warnings even when they look a little bit less powerful on radar, which is good news. We obviously want everyone to stay safe and hopefully not see any big impacts from the thunderstorm, but that's why we come here on Saturdays on severe weather days. We still have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the entire Fox West Texas viewing areas, for the entire Concho Valley, San Angelo, Abilene, Knox City, Junction, Kimball County, the entire Fox West Texas viewing area, all included in that severe thunderstorm watch. That means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms. Main threats we're concerned about today are the hail and wind threats. That's mostly what we've been seeing across the Concho Valley and the big country. Still though, you can have tornadoes on days like today, on days where you have severe thunderstorm watches. So it's imperative that you keep paying attention to the forecast, that you keep following us online on social media, all of our platforms. Download that Fox West Texas streaming app. Keep you and your family safe. And it does look like the hail size is increasing with the thunderstorm in southeastern portions of Sterling County, potentially upwards of golf ball sized hail falling with this thunderstorm. So it looks like the hail size is growing. And when you have hail sizes growing in severe thunderstorms, that indicates that the updrafts, that's the part of the thunderstorm that goes upward is increasing. We'll have to closely keep an eye on the rotation. The rotation is still a relatively messy one near RM 2034, near Hall Lane in northwestern portions of Tom Green County. Tom Green County, you're technically not under the warning still though. Far northwestern portions of the area, closer you are to Sterling City, closer you are to Sterling County, the threat for you is relatively higher. So still over northwestern portions of the area, if you live west of Turner Road, west of Harper Road, west of Private Road 187, west of Highway 87 in northwestern Tom Green County, I would still recommend you be in that safe room. Same story in southeastern Sterling County, where we have the rotation ongoing. And also growing concerned about that threat of very heavy rainfall. You can see those bright red colors on radar. That's indicative of very heavy rainfall falling. And we've had multiple thunderstorms move over to this kind of exact corridor. Just look at all the rain falling across Coke County. Sterling City, you've gotten a lot of rain over the past hour. The tornado threat has been to the southeast of you in Sterling County. I do just want to quickly show you radar estimates of rainfall across the area. So this isn't exact truth, but check out in southeastern Sterling County, radar estimates over 1.5 inches of rainfall falling in southeastern Sterling County. Also similar amounts towards Reagan County, western Sterling County. And we know in West Texas, it does not take a lot of precipitation to lead to some big problems on roadways. So in addition to that threat of gusty winds, large hail, and a tornado, we're also concerned about the threat of heavy rainfall that can lead to flash flooding. Remember, if you're driving on a flooded roadway, you want to turn around, don't drown. That is always the advice. We are in spring storm season in West Texas, and we've had a really bad drought here for honestly the past several months, even the past year, I'd go as far to say. And still videos going around of that, what was a confirmed tornado earlier across Sterling County. Still, the rotation doesn't look super strong at this point. You still kind of have a hook. That's that extension of the thunderstorm in far southern Sterling County. And it looks like the rotating part of the thunderstorm is now moving out of the warning polygon. So we'll see what the National Weather Service chooses to do with it. For now, we will continue keeping a very close eye on things as that tornado warning is in effect for the next 10 minutes. And we're also seeing a strong thunderstorm over northeastern Coke County, southeastern Nolan County. So if I pan the radar over towards Coke, Nolan, and Sterling County, that's the storm I was talking about a second ago near Robert Lee that's dumping a lot of rain. It's not severe at the moment. If you're watching us on our streaming platforms from the big country, know that it is a very real possibility. Know that even though it's not strong to severe, it's not currently warned that it's dumping a lot of rainfall regardless from Blackwell, Mary Neal, south of Sweetwater, southwest of the city of Abilene. Not severe at the moment. That's some good news. And that's the main thunderstorm threat that we're keeping a very close eye on. Seeing if there are any reports coming through on social media on that powerful thunderstorm in southern Sterling County. It's officially in effect for the next 10 minutes or so. Apologize, taking a second to look over some of our most recent reports across the area. And yes, we did interrupt the Rangers and Dodgers game ongoing on Fox West Texas. The reason why we did is because the FCC requires that we operate Fox West Texas in a way to ultimately serve the public. And when a confirmed tornado is ongoing in our viewing area, it's our duty, my personal duty as the meteorologist, and our duty as a station as a whole, to serve the public with this information so people can come to Fox West Texas and depend on us for all that weather impact information. That said, still keeping a close eye on that storm in southern Sterling County. If I had to guess, the National Weather Service currently is debating on whether or not to extend that tornado warning. The rotation's still there. It's not as powerful as it once was. It looks mostly now to be a strong winds threat associated with the thunderstorm. And that's not to say it can't become powerful. Again, it's not to say thunderstorms have a tendency to cycle up and down in intensity. So while the thunderstorm may have cycled down in intensity, it could very well cycle up in intensity. And a new radar scan just came in from the San Angelo radar site. And you can see there's a little bit of some red and green touching each other, maybe across southern portions of the area. I really don't think that's indicative of a tornado. I think that's more indicative of mid-level rotation ongoing in the thunderstorm. So not to say a tornado isn't happening, not to say that a tornado can't happen. We still have that tornado warning in effect until 4:45. And also keeping an eye on this thunderstorm towards Reagan County. You'll notice it has a little bit of a hook to it. It doesn't look to have a whole lot of low-level rotation at this point, or even a whole lot of mid-level rotation. Still, the main thunderstorm of note, the big weather impact across the Fox West Texas viewing area, is that tornado-warned thunderstorm for southeastern portions of Sterling County. Here is Highway 87. It goes as it's going from Sterling City to San Angelo, and it looks like the rotation is fairly close to right where Highway 87 goes through, right where it intersects with Sterling and Tom Green County. And it does look like the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Sterling, Tom Green, and Koch counties. So it appears that the National Weather Service is not going to continue that tornado warning. It's in effect until 5:45 this afternoon. So still a tornado warning ongoing for the next couple of minutes. I apologize, having a little bit of some technical difficulties here. So let's talk about the severe thunderstorm warning in just a second. It's for Koch County. It does include the community of Robert Lee. You're seeing rain right now in the community of Robert Lee. It's it's severe at the moment, and National Weather Service is also putting National Weather Service is currently saying it's until 5:45 in the afternoon, and potential for up to 2-inch in diameter hail, so over golf ball sized hail. We noted earlier that the increase we were seeing on radar data for that potential hail, and it's eventually going to move towards the community of Robert Lee. It does look like the thunderstorm is continuing to decrease in intensity. Also worth noting, San Angelo not currently included in that severe thunderstorm warning. It does, I believe, it does currently clip, it appears. It does barely does not include the community of Grape Creek. So Grape Creek, I think, likely not to see any big impacts with this thunderstorm. But the main threat with this thunderstorm going forward looks to be the hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So really large hail going to be, I think, the main threat going forward. Thunderstorm is moving out of the out of Sterling City, I still would recommend being in your safe room for the next 4 to 5 minutes as the National Weather Service keeps a very close eye. I don't think they're going to continue this tornado warning. We will see, though, what the National Weather Service says. The experts at the Weather Service keeping a very close eye on this. I really do think the main threat going forward with this thunderstorm is going to continue to be, number one, the hail threat, and also the threat for very heavy rainfall. We've seen repeating thunderstorms. We talked about the rain falling over Robert Lee right now. Just a little bit of some sprinkle activity in Tom Green County. But right where that cold front is, I was talking about previously, a cold front's moved through the big country. We're seeing thunderstorms kind of right along the cold front, leading to a lot of heavy rain falling. And even though it's not as photogenic as a tornado, the flash flooding threat is extremely serious. Remember to turn around, don't drown. And more thunderstorms are on the way, so Sterling County and Concho Valley as a whole, you're not done with the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms. You're not done with the threat of flash flooding either. You see that kind of line of showers and thunderstorms. So this activity over Reagan County eventually going to make its way towards Sterling County, towards Coke County, bringing in again the threat for hail, heavy rainfall. Can't completely rule out the tornado threat. And that's what we're seeing across southeastern portions of Sterling County. Give a more in-depth look at that thunderstorm over portions of Sterling County. And you can see relatively broad rotation with the thunderstorm in southwestern Coke County, northwestern Tom Green County, near the community of Broome, to the southeast of the community of Broome along Highway 87. That's where the broad rotation is right now. I don't think it's enough for a tornado threat. I do think it's enough for a large hail threat. So still, I would recommend folks in Coke County, you want to be inside. If you can move your car under some sort of covered parking to protect it from hail, that is of course advisable. In Sterling County, still want you to be in that safe room as soon as the tornado threat's over, as soon as the tornado warning is canceled for Sterling County. We will be the first to let you know at Fox West Texas. And so far, I haven't heard anything from the National Weather Service indicating that they're going to continue that tornado warning. There was confirmation earlier of a second tornado in Sterling County, and that's why we were here warning it. And just now the tornado warning has been canceled. We're still seeing the broad rotation with that thunderstorm over portions of Coke County. With that, we'll go ahead and send it back to regularly scheduled programming, but I do want to first show you that severe thunderstorm watch, all the pink shaded counties, Tom Green County and Coke County, both and we're still on streaming platforms. Okay, with that, sorry folks, we're having some technical difficulties. The severe thunderstorm watch for the entire Fox West Texas viewing area will continue to keep you updated online and on social media.